At this time, we'll hear from our open microphone speakers, Madam Secretary.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and good morning. This morning, you have 4 individuals who have registered to speak. All speakers will be in person this morning. I'll recite the speaker guidelines. Speakers must observe the same rules of propriety, decorum, and good conduct applicable to members of the City Council. Any speaker making personal, impertinent, profane, or slanderous remarks, or who becomes boisterous while addressing the City Council will be removed from the room. Individuals are given 3 minutes to speak. Your time is at the podium. When your time is up, please stop. Also address your comments to Mayor Johnson only. Your first speaker, Edward Sebesta.
Edward Sebesta, 1502 Severs. When I first moved here back in the late 1980s, I observed how the then Police Review Board was gutted of any effectiveness through a campaign of panic and assertion that somehow a Dallas Police Review Board was the cause of a police officer being shot. When the Police Review Board, renamed the Police Oversight Board, was announced to be restored to effectiveness, I was quite happy to hear it. However, I was informed by some community activists that the board was not what it seemed. So I reviewed the municipal codes for the board and found out that it was true that the board didn't have real substance. The code for the board was amended because it was felt to be deficient. And so I reviewed it again. My review is the handout I am giving to the City Council today. The board exists but lacks substance. It is a facade. Both the public and the police are ill-served by it. Dallas still doesn't have a Human Rights Commission. What Dallas does have is a long history of token actions, halfway measures, and theatrical pretenses in response to the issues of racism in our society. The halfway renaming of Lamar Street to Botham Jean Boulevard is a continuation of this history, being yet again another halfway measure.
Thank you. Devontae Peters.
Hello, greetings, good morning. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the opportunity to speak. My name is Devontae Peters. February, about 5th, 6th, 2020, I had addressed you all, or most of you all. There's some new people here sitting here today. But at that time, I addressed the council about changing Lamar Street to Botham Jean Boulevard. Today, some of that has taken place. Unfortunately, the community's efforts were usurped by some of the people up here when we could have worked together. I would like to say my voice is a voice that echoes the community and people who support and understand what climate we are in today. I don't know if you guys understand that and the severity of race relations right now, especially in Dallas, Texas. The community people, and I know like y'all go from different sides. Y'all have people who care about the issue or who are on different sides of the issue. I understand that. But at the same time, y'all place yourselves in the line of history, things that'll be happening or things that'll be spoken about before y'all, after y'all's tenure on council. And I just want to suggest to y'all, be like, hey, why don't y'all go against the grain? Why don't y'all do something different instead of following the status quo, doing what's safe and playing it safe, and also not usurping efforts from the community and actually working with us. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Because this could have been a something that we did together. That's something we could have done as a team, as a squad. And I urge you all to really take this serious. I know I look the way I look. I'm one person, but there are thousands of people who signed the petition, who got in the streets with us, who work with us, and who sent mails and letters to Madrano and other people up here who were here. And so it's not just me. It's not just Devontae requesting for the full extension of Botham Jean. I think it was a slap in the face, a spit in the face to give somebody a portion of a piece of atonement, a piece of respect, half of a street, even when the commission that does with the street change, and they wanted this to happen. They wanted the full street. And, you know, what was it, the CPC, they wanted it. They felt like, it's like, why didn't the people who mentioned this to the council or who made the memo, why didn't y'all, you know, fight for the full street? Were y'all paying politics, or were y'all really trying to do something for the community, really trying to stand out and be outliers opposed to just, you know, politicians, you know? I believe that, you know, just running for office, man, myself a couple of times, I believe that, you know, at one point we did this for the community. At one point it wasn't for self-grandizement, and it wasn't to be a politician and just to play politics. I believe that at one point y'all ran to serve the people, to serve the community, and not sell out and listen to one side and appease one side that might be more prestigious. So, you know, I just urge y'all, man, to really give Botham Jean and the Jean family respect with getting this full entire street. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you. William Hopkins.
They won't check them, but they'll come get the blacks.
Marcus Russell.
Grand Rising, how y'all doing this morning? My name is Marcus Iggs. I'm founder and president of Commissaries Very Necessary. Also part of the Botham Jean Memorial Committee and also over the Itania Jefferson Foundation. We're here today to talk about the divide between the North and the South. I'm a human rights activist and also an environmental activist. And in Dallas, environmental racism and environmental justice are one and the same between the divide in the North and the South. And this plays out on all levels. It even played out with the Botham Jean renaming of Lamar Street, where they only named South Lamar Botham Jean and kept the other side Lamar Street. And that's a direct result of how Dallas has played the race game between the North and the South. A lot of times in Dallas, as an environmental activist, I'm going to say we, because I don't care what race you are, we use racism to destroy the planet as an excuse to build dumps, as an excuse to poison the community by letting corporations into black neighborhoods. You know, the thing is, oh, if it's a black neighborhood, it's okay for us to destroy the earth. So that's, you know, that's really an excuse that we're using black people to destroy the planet. It's okay to destroy the planet where black people live. It's okay to keep racism going. It's okay to keep the divide between the North and the South. It's okay to keep people divided. It's okay to keep the city divided by race, sex, and different things. It's okay to keep people fighting. It's okay to poison people's community. It's okay for police officers to walk in apartments and murder people who are totally innocent. You know, and that's going on in Dallas and Fort Worth and across the city. And that's why we're filing a lawsuit and we're suing Fort Worth, the police department, and their insurance company. I think we're coming in a time where government officials are going to be held more accountable. And in Dallas, when they come down, they only take the black people to jail. The white people get slaps on their wrists, they get probation. And so I would just like to tell everybody that there is a time coming and a change coming, and everybody should be ready for that change. And it's going to affect everybody sitting at this table. Now, people can stay racist and want to divide each other, but we actually need to come together and make some changes in this community. Before I go, there was an explosion in Highland Hills. We work hard in Highland Hills. Mountain Creek Apartments has a creek going through it. In May 20th, I asked the manager, could CIVN come in and clean it for free? She refused. She said no. I went yesterday. That creek is disgusting. There's little kids. There's playing all in that creek. And I know there needs to be some environmental justice going on the south side of Dallas, Texas. And Lamar Street on the north needs to be changed to Botham Jean. I really appreciate y'all for having me. Y'all stay blessed, and hopefully y'all come together.
Thank you. This concludes your speakers for this meeting, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Let's move on to our voting agenda.
Thank you.